What's up, loyal and dedicated Mettle Milieu followers? That's right, it's me, Michael the Metal Angel, here to champion all things heavy metal and all things metal. Last time I talked about Death and Scream Bloody Gore and the fantastic remaster on Relapse Records, and how in my opinion Death Scream Bloody Gore is the first death metal album of all time, and how I'm not a huge death metal fan, although I love thrash and I love Deathrash. So I'm here to talk about today my favorite Deathrash album of all time, none other than, what the hell is this? Opprobrium. No, Incubus, Serpent Temptation. That's right, the band from Brazil. Incubus, not that crap-ass pop band that plays stadiums that suck that made this band change their name. I'm talking about Incubus, Serpent Temptation, and the master follow-up, Beyond the Unknown. That's right, this is true death thrash. These two brothers from Brazil created a total masterpiece with very positive, uplifting lyrics and hooks and riffs and just everything. I listen to riffs and I hear I hear Cotton and Mosh, and I hear stuff from Dark Angel, Darkness Descends, and oh, it's just mind-blowing. Do you think I like it? Seriously though, they call themselves now Opprobrium, which I guess is appropriate, which is Latin for hate. But that's fine. They made a deal in the 90s with Nuclear Blast and they put out two okay albums, certainly not Serpent Temptation or Beyond the Unknown, but still good stuff. But unfortunately they tried to get the name Incubus back and they couldn't. So what happens? The reissues come out on Metal Mind as Opprobrium. And first of all, Nuclear Blast totally effed us back in the day because they had Incubus go back in the studio and re-record certain songs. So it wasn't the blaspheming prophets, it was just prophets. And they added songs that weren't on the original Incubus Temptation. This was only available on tape and vinyl. It wasn't available on CD, so it was a godsend for me to find that. But then I started listening to it. This just didn't sound, there was a remix, a re-recording. It just didn't sound like the Serpent Temptation that I love so much. So I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally the dream comes true. Once again, none other than Relapse have put out a fantastic remastered edition. It's just one disc, but it has bonus tracks. Metal Mind put out remastered edition of Serpent Temptation, but it has that same cheesy cover from the Nuclear Blast one. And they did Beyond the Unknown, which is great because Metal Mind are gold discs and they're remastered in their digipacks, but there's no bonus tracks. As far as I'm concerned, all you need is, we'll just put a piece of scotch tape over that, or masking tape, I don't know, block it out. Incubus, Serpent Temptation. This is the definitive death thrash album. And, like I said, the lyrics are very positive. They almost are sort of Christian, and I'm a big champion of Christian metal, Christian thrash. Anything from Striper and Barren Cross to Vengeance Rising. I'm not a Christian, but I totally love Christian metal. So this is one of those secular bands that had Christian themes, which is fine. It's all about the music. And once again, with the booklet, you get great lyrics, which is awesome because before the internet, I didn't know what the hell half the time they were saying. Not that it was inchoate and understandable, just because of that strong, Brazilian accent, although I guess they later moved to Nashville. What is really fascinating is you get one of those 80s collages in black and white that you always found on your great vinyl and stuff with Nasty Savage and Possessed and Hallows Eve and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, you also get 4 great average bonus tracks, but more importantly, we'll just put a piece of black marker over that. Opprobrium, no, Incubus, Serpent Temptation. Unfortunately, you're not going to find Incubus, Serpent Temptation unless you dish out your pocketbook, and you're going to find it on tape and vinyl, or a billion bootlegs from Russia and Greece. So thank you once again for this version, because it sounds awesome. Since I have only heard the re-recorded version, which sucks and is anathematized and blasphemy for Nuclear Blast. Not Nuclear Assault, Nuclear Assault's awesome. Actually, speaking of which, there are some Nuclear Assault type riffs on this as well. So, once again, Relapse, I don't really like the crap that they put out, but they've done a great job with remasters. They did the Razor, they did the Death, they're doing the Incubus, Opprobrium, and it's just awesome to finally have all these bands who were so amazing back in the day, who have become so hard to find, HTF on eBay, and now you can finally get it. And for me, I'm a huge fan of CDs, so once again, love the booklet, love the CD, love everything. Join me next time as we talk about all things heavy metal, thrash, and stay metal!